Hi everyone, welcome back to Beauty Reviews. This wasn't actually the original intro, but I've just realised that I need to kind of explain about my hair, which is plaited for a different video, just in case you thought I had lost my mind. So let's get back to what I actually recorded. Enjoy! Hello everybody, beauty review time again. I'm straight off a plane, so probably a good time to test a couple of things that should make me look a little bit more alive. The first thing is a new concealer that's gone into Marks and Spencer's. It's called Amazing Cosmetics Amazing Concealer, which I think is from the States. Yes, it is. And it's supposed to be just like a really, really concentrated concealer. So I'm going to try that first. Apparently you only need the tiniest amount to make a difference to under eye circles. Comes in 10 shades and 2 sizes. 6mm and 15mm. What's this one? This is 6mm and that is £19.50. But they promise in their little blurb that comes with the product that it would last for about a year because you only need such a tiny amount. Yeah, I've put on far too much, look. Probably need about a quarter of what I've just used. It's got a really nice texture. Like very, very heavy duty, but blendable. So sometimes you get those ones that are really thick, but you can't really blend them in a lot. And they sit really heavily under the eyes. But this one is actually pretty gorgeous. Now, a couple of people recently in the comments, and I'm so sorry I can't remember your names, and also that have emailed me asking for a really, really strong under eye concealer, and I've recommended Derma Blend, but that only really comes in very limited shade options, and this one has a lot more in the way of choice. So very easy to apply. That's set quite nicely. I mean, I would set it with a bit of setting powder as well, just so it doesn't move anywhere. But I like that a lot. I think it's very, very good. So if you're looking for a heavy duty concealer with quite a nice range of shades, then that's at Marks and Spencer's. I have just used shade, I have no idea, Fair Golden, that one. So I'll put the link to that online so you can take a look. I think M&S do ship abroad as well if you're not in the UK. Second thing, also complexion-y, the Chanel Perfection Lumiere Velvet. Loads and loads and loads of you asking about this one. So I'm going to show you this in shade 20, which is beige. Now this is the newest launch from Chanel, so a little bottle like this, very, very portable, which is good. So if you travel a lot or you need it in your makeup bag for work or what have you. And it's a fluid texture, so quite runny, look. And so, so light. I mean, not light in the same way as the Lancôme Air de Temps, but a creamier light, if that makes any sense to you. Now, I would say that this gives more coverage than the Lancôme. And it's also got this gorgeous kind of, well it's a matte finish, but it's not drying. And I think that this would actually be really nice for oily combination skin, because it's just got that beautiful lightness to it. And I've hardly used any at all. You saw how much I put on my hand. And I think that that has done pretty perky job. It's got this real glow to it, a real kind of luminescence, which is quite unusual for a matte finish foundation. I mean, this says velvet finish, but I would kind of say matte. And I think people say velvet because it's matte but it's not drying, so velvet is a nicer word, and matte kind of gives the impression that you're going to get that really chalky finish. It's not a very glamorous word, whereas velvet is a much nicer way of describing it, I suppose. But for the layman, it's a matte finish, I'd say. But just really, really light in texture. I love that. needs more effort, more attention than applying something like the Editon, because the Editon is just like a veil of pigment, if you know what I mean. You can see that video, I'll link to that below. Whereas this one has an opacity to it, you know, there's a thickness to it. But I think overall that just looks gorgeous. Remember, I don't have concealer under this eye either. So last little thing on the list today, lots of you asking for more kind of budget, high street or drugstore, as you say in the US, mascara buys, and this is one that I really like. I've spoken about this before. It's the Miss Manga from L'Oreal. Now this has got a really flexible, I'm sure that I've reviewed this, maybe I have. It's got a really flexible wand. Look, it's got that break almost in it, and I do like a flexible wand. And you can see that with one coat it's really quite dramatic. I'm just going to go in for a second. It just has that right amount of volume for me and separation, but I just find it really very easy to apply. There's no kind of loads of wiggling or anything like that. It just paints itself right on, which I very much like. So I've been using that quite a bit recently. I'm feeling a little bit subdued because I've literally just got off a flight a couple of hours ago, so I might have to go and have a little cheeky disco nap in the middle of the day. But I hope that you enjoyed that and found it useful. My brain is not switched on properly, so I'm going to go now. And make sure you like and subscribe, give me more suggestions. I like your suggestions and hope that I'm kind of getting round to the most popular ones, as I promised. And I shall see you next time.